So there are two major government supports have been identified from the National Biomethane Strategy. The first of these is the obligation on suppliers of heat to derive some of their energy from renewable heat, the renewable heat obligation. So I'm going to talk about that for a second. That is going to have a phased introduction over 3 years, and it will have an annual rate increase which will lead to 10% of heat derived from renewable energy, and the strategy for that is going to be published by the end of this year. Second lever is direct capital grants. The Department of Agriculture, Food and the Marine has issued a 40 million euro request for expressions of interest to early developers, and I understand that the Department of Environment is going to go in on that, is going to scale that up to achieve an extra 1.5 terawatt hours between 2026 and 2030. So I think that these actions are going to contribute towards an understanding from Irish industry and from the Irish general public that the country is committing towards that and has a realistic path towards reaching those 5.7 terawatt hours, and that we accept and acknowledge that we are not doing what other countries in Europe are doing, that we have so many farms, we have such a large agricultural sector, we have so much land that we are absolutely capable of reaching European averages for the delivery of heat. We have large infrastructure investments to be done, particularly in areas such as district heating, but we also have large capital allocations, 14 billion euros in capital to be spent next year, for example, and a large infrastructure climate and nature fund, and that these capital funds will reach 100 billion euros by 2035. So we have the money, we have the intention, we have the public strategies, we have the action plan, and we have people like you, we have an educated workforce to get there. So as Minister for Procurement, and I've delivered a number of green procurement strategies, I am curious to know how they fit with what you're doing, and whether you need changes in those procurement strategies. Are they favouring your sector, or are they favouring fossil fuels? If you've got